Hey guys, Chris here. I've been looking at MCP servers recently, Model Context Protocol, and I'm interested in seeing how I can set one up to have a model like Claude remotely add things and manipulate things in Unity. So what you see in front of you here on the left is a Unity environment. It's empty, and there's also a bridge. It's actually connected to a server that's listening for commands. And on the right hand side is VS Code, and it has Cline plugin, and it's allowing Claude to use its agentic capabilities with this interface to manipulate things inside of VS Code. So what I've done is I've added, with Cline's help, a Node.js server that runs. And so on the left hand side you've got Unity talking to its bridge listening to port 8080. On the right hand side you have a Node.js server which just runs JavaScript code locally as opposed to being in a browser, but it also has a server that it spins up and sends commands across to the bridge over here. And so I'm telling Claude that it's going to run a build how simple script. This is just JavaScript that adds a few primitives inside of Unity, and well, let's get going, and then I can give you play-by-play here. So there we go. Okay, so it's making the command. Now what it's doing right now is a brand new prompt. It is finding. Once it comes through, it's going to read this file over here, and you can actually make the node calls directly, but I want you to see the script because the first time through it builds a kind of poor-looking house here. You'll see it actually go through. And there's the house. Now the cool part is that I've also given the server the ability to take a screenshot, and it just took one here. It's reading it. Now Cline has the ability to open a browser and read the image in a browser and see what it looks like. And the instructions I gave it, which I'll put in the comments, are use the script, build the house, take a picture, look at it. If it doesn't look like a house, make some changes and try again. So now he's going through here, is actually changing the code to make a better looking house, and you'll see in just a moment what that looks like when it's finished. It's going to run the new script, which will add the new commands, and then it'll take a new picture and try it all again. Last time I did this, it also added colors, which I thought was kind of neat. So I've added the ability for the Unity editor bridge here to accept color commands as well. I don't see colors this time, but let's see what happens. Okay, it sent the command. You can see the commands down here. Okay, they're in the terminal. Now that's a nice looking house. Wow, it had a chimney this time. That was new. Okay, so it's going to take another screenshot. You can see here, capture the scene. There's the new screenshot. It's going to reopen it one more time and have a look at it. And by the criteria I gave it, if it looks like a house, it can be done. So I'm just going to see whether or not it thinks it's made a nice looking house, which I think it has. And it's going to be done. The roof is a little low. For some reason, each time I do this, the roof is a little low. But still, I think it's pretty good. And I think he now considers himself to be successful using this server-to-server API. Before finishing this video, and because it did get me to add some colors last time, I thought I'd just give it a suggestion. So I'm going to say, hey, could you add some color to the house? Let's see what happens when it gives that a go. Alright, so it's going to give us a red roof, white walls, brown for the door, light blue for the windows, and dark gray for the chimney. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Again, it's working through the script interface as opposed to doing a direct call. It could do that with Node right in the command line here. Just like you can make direct Python calls, you can do direct Node calls to run JS commands. But I like the fact that we have a script because I can keep dialing back that script and trying again and again. Okay, so it's made those changes. You see it's now got color. And then it's going to make the call to send it on over. And that's done now. And then looks like we got some errors actually responding to those. Okay, so last time it did colors, it didn't actually do hex numbers. So this is great. So now what it's going in, I think it's changing the hex numbers back to RGBs. So now what I would do with that information is I would go in and have it also support hex numbers for the RGB values in the editor script. So the last time it used RGB and it worked like gangbusters. This time it chose hex numbers, failed. It's going to fix itself and try again. And this is kind of the thing. It's not deterministic unless you continue to give it stronger and stronger protocol, which is why the MCP server, wow, look at that, concept is so great. That's the thing, is I need to be able to add very strict protocol so it knows how to operate consistently with these as tools. That looks pretty amazing. Okay, it's taking the screenshot now, and it's going to load that up in the browser here. That's how it looks at images when it's running remotely like this. It should be happy with its work, and it should stop. Yeah, so this is how it does it. It closes the browser and completes the task. All right, that's it.